Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning here at my house. It's November 13th, and I thought, you know what, I'm up, and I got some time before football starts. Might be a good time to check out the Please Learn the Set List in 48 Hours movie, the documentary talking about Floor's introduction to becoming the lead singer of Nightwish. So at this point in time, I've reacted to about 13 different Nightwish songs, so I'm pretty familiar with their work, at least a decent sample of it. I have heard some of the other singers' work by listening to it on Amazon Music. I haven't seen any of their videos yet, so I'm not quite sure I know too much about them. But yeah, I'm excited to jump into this. This is my first long reaction, so I'm probably going to edit this down to just sections where I'm not just staring at the screen for 10 minutes. That's kind of boring for you guys. I will make the full reaction available for free on my Patreon. So if anyone wants to sit there and watch the whole thing with me, you're welcome to go over to the Patreon. It's just look up to Touchy Reactions on Patreon. You'll find it. But yeah, the version that you'll be watching here on YouTube is going to be just edited down to any time where I stop the video and talk, or if something happens in the documentary that I want to have some commentary on or let you know my thoughts on it as I'm going through it, I'll just for the sake of time, we'll cut out all the staring at the screen time. All right, so that's enough rambling. If you like this video, give me a like down below. And I appreciate all the new subscribers. Nightwish Army's been really helping my channel grow, and I thank you for that. Thank you for giving me the support. It's keeping me motivated and wanting me to do more and more Nightwish, because you guys are really appreciating it. And so many nice people in the comments giving me, good feedback and teaching me things I didn't know about the group, giving me some advice on better ways to do reaction videos, all that stuff. I appreciate it all. I take criticism well, so thank you for that. All right, so as not to make this a super long intro, we'll go ahead and jump into it. I got my cup of tea here ready to go. I got some breakfast, so I might be nibbling during this, but I'll edit all that stuff out. So let's jump into it. Please learn the set list in 48 hours, and here we go. So right out the gate, during this editing of this documentary, due to circumstances surrounding her departure, the former vocalist insisted that she would not be seen or heard in this documentary. So probably some bad blood there. I mean, no one likes to go on tour with a group and get sick and then get replaced and lose your job. I mean, she's probably a little upset about it, so that's understandable. No hard feelings there. Here we go.
Mutta joka tapauksessa on tää selvää, että meillä oli sanotaan silleen, että meillä oli henkisesti aika tiukkaa tuossa välissä. Ja silti siitä selvittiin. Ja en mä nyt tiedä, voiko sanoa selvittiinkö kunnialla, koska eihän tällaiseen tilanteeseen itseensä tai ketään muutakaan halua. Kaikkiin osapuoliin katsoen en todellakaan olisi halunnut tätä kellekään.
9 months is a long time to be on tour with people. I can imagine every little thing that they do starts to get on your nerves, and it seems like this might be, a little bit of what started this thing going. Love that Darth Vader shirt he's wearing, by the way.
Salin ovet oli kuitenkin jo avattu ja keikan peruminen näytti vääjäämättömältä. Se olisi ollut teko, jota aiemmin ei oltu nähty.
It's always cool to me to see bands that aren't from the U.S. or bands that go to other countries and they realize that there's fans there that support their stuff. So, it makes me smile to see these Nightwish fans lined up outside the concert venue. Just excited to go see the music. I mean, Nightwish isn't huge over in the States as far as I know. So it's cool to see that they've been able to break through and reach some people enough to go on tour over here and still sell out venues. So that's cool.
Bändi ei kuitenkaan halunnut luovuttaa, vaan keksi vaihtoehdon, joka toki vaati yleisön hyväksynnän.
Stay here.
Crazy to see them in this small venue too. At this point, I've only really seen them at Wacken and on huge, massive tours across the world. So to see them in this small venue is kind of cool.
Thanks for that. Now listen. I've got some really potentially bad news for you all. No, just hang on. Annette has been rushed to hospital, vomiting, extreme pain, terrible fever, and the worst scenario has been suggested to us. I'm sure you all understand what that means. However, we have came up with an alternative, and it's this. The idea is that we do the show. We invite Elise from Camelot to come and sing the songs that she knows. Oh, that's nice to hear. She comes up and does that. The rest of us do the best we can with you helping us by singing along to some of the songs. Everybody's been really excited about doing this show, and you're all here. So what we want to do is we want to put it to you by vote. If you prefer it to go down the terribly negative route that you all know they want us to do, just keep your arms down. If you'd like us to do the alternative, just put your arms in the air.
That's so cool that they let the audience have a choice in the matter. That's awesome. They could have just come out and said, hey guys, sorry, we're canceling the show. So letting the audience participate in that vote, A, relieves some of the burden on the band because they know that the audience approves of what they're doing, and B, it lets the audience feel like, hey, we were part of this. We get to see this special one-of-a-kind performance. So awesome choice. Whoever made that call, good call.
Thank you very much. Well, in that case, it's clear what we need to do. Cheers.
Storytime is one of my favorite songs from Nightwish so far. Kind of mixed reactions here because this really isn't the greatest performance. It's the best they could pull together in the time that they had, but you know, you appreciate them putting in the effort. I don't know what it would have been like to be in that crowd.
Denver fans, you just saw something that will never ever
Also, shout out to the Camelot folks who stepped up and put themselves out there. That's such a dangerous situation to put yourself in, to expose yourself to that crowd so vulnerable like that. And shout out to them for stepping up.
Illan konsertti hoidettiin tyylikkäästi, mutta jäljelle oli jäänyt vain yksi vaihtoehto. Salt Lake Cityn keikka jäi Aneten viimeiseksi ajeluksi Nightwish-iltojen joukossa.
Yeah, I guess when you take the internal turmoil that they've been going through, fighting and stuff, and you take this and the I wouldn't say shame, but the disappointment of the band for their fans of having to get up on stage and not give their best performance. No artist wants to put out subpar material. They want to give their fans the greatest performance they can. They want to make sure that their fans get their money's worth, because fans are so valuable to a group. Without fans, the group is nothing, and you want to be able to pay back their kind gesture of buying a ticket to your concert with giving them the greatest performance. So yeah, they were really put into a corner here, and I think this was just inevitable. Fate was stepping in here.
Sanotaan nyt sillä lailla, että ellei kaikessa mahdollisessa säädössään, niin myöskin sen verran jännittävä päivä, että ei mulla nyt yleensä tule mitään hirveitä tunneperäisiä reaktioita ja pelkotiloja tai muita tolleen, mutta täytyy kyllä myöntää, että siinä vaiheessa kun rupesi viimeiset listit olemaan niin matkalla ja tajutti, että okei, tää nyt on se suunta mitä mennään, niin siinä vaiheessa mulla rupesi paikat vipattaa pitkäksi aikaa, kädet oli ihan kylmää ja kroppa tutisi, mutta onhan tää. Kyllä sitä ihmismiehen sisällä näyttää olevan herkkiäkin paikkaa, eilen päästiin niiden äärelle.
Karavaani matkasi Seatleen. Kuten lehdistötiedotteessa luki, loppukiertueen solistiksi kiinnitettiin hollantilainen Floor Jansen. Jälleen kerran aikaa ei ollut hukattavana. Jokainen tunti oli käytettävä hyväksi, ja ennen iltaa uuden laulajan oli opeteltava ulkoa 15 kappaletta. Odotukset olivat korkealla, niin bändin sisällä kuin keikkapaikan ulkopuolella. Uutinen oli levinnyt nopeasti myös paikallisten fanien tietoisuuteen.
Nightwish!
What do you think of Anette Living?
Well, so far so good. What I heard from the rehearsal is amazing, so I'm very excited.
I thought it sounded pretty good. Again, everyone's kind of worried about how it's going to sound, but the rehearsal sounded pretty good so far.
Oh man, how cool is this? Nobody knows that they're about to see the birth of a just iconic band that is about to drop onto the world like a nuclear bomb, and they're just sitting out there, I hope it's okay.
Pitää nostaa lippistä kyllä 2 päivässä, pystyy ottaa 15 biisiä haltuun ja tuolta kuulosti jo nyt.
Niin.
Siinä pitää tulla olla viiden keikalla.
Kind of tearing up a little bit. Let me just take a second. Kind of stupid, but I just think it's cool to see how this is growing.
Jos aika tapinnossa on. Just enjoy.
Yeah, excited.
That's all.
Adam, I want to. Every second of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, if anybody is watching this video that was in that crowd, please leave a comment below and let us know what it was like, please.
I do need to make an introduction here because we got some new blood here doing the work of the... We got our flying Dutch woman, Floor Jansen. Please welcome her. And while she was flying to stage, she also brought you some presents, which we are going to be giving to you now. Well, this one is a really nicely wrapped box. It's full of really good.
And in seconds, the world is about to change.
So far it's been kind of an interesting week for you, right?
Yes, you can say that, yeah. Well, my head's been spinning, really, yeah. It has been so much information to get into my skull and my thick brain, all the lyrics, but also the timing of the music, when to go on and off stage. It's been indeed a lot, but I love the music and the lyrics, even though they're complicated, they seem to stick in my brain because I really like them too. So I got a huge motivation that helps.
Was there like any thoughts, like what could be the worst nightmare that could happen?
Yeah, that I would completely fuck up.
No se oli ehkä vähän semmoista hakemista, siinä oli tiettyä uutuuden viehätystä ja jonkinnäköinen lohkare oli tipahtanut sydämeltä, mutta ehkä se toi eilinen Portlandin keikka nyt vasta vakuutti, että kyllä tästä noustaan. Et se oli niin selkeästi vielä parempia, rennompia itsevarmempia. Niin kuin sanoin, muutama keikka alle, niin tästä voi tulla vaikka mitä. Mutta siis homma on tosi lähellä vielä, että mulla on huomaan, että vieläkin tosi vaikea jotenkin prosessoida, mitä tässä on tapahtunut, miksi. On semmonen todella paha henkinen krapula päällä ja ei, mulla on vähän aika vaikea vielä puhua.
Yeah, I mean, as much as they may have had bumped heads with the previous singer, it's still, when you're in a band, bands can feel like family, you know what I mean? You have your good times, you have your bad times, you have your fights, but in the end, you're still a band and you're going through all these struggles together. So I can imagine that there was still a lot of pain of having to let go of the other singer. So I can appreciate that. I mean, nobody just wants to cut off a family member like that and cause that kind of pain to them. So yeah, I appreciate that. You got to imagine when it was at its worst, everybody was kind of on eggshells when they were around each other. I'm imagining. So having a new person there and removing that element that caused everybody to have to be on eggshells is just a big relief to everybody, where they don't have to wake up every day and go, "Oh man, what kind of drama are we going to get into today?" They can wake up and just relax and breathe and start to enjoy this new fresh breath coming into the band. So that's got to be a big relief on the other band members as well.
Mun fiilikset näistä niin kun alkavasta rundista ja näistä treeneistä on kyllä niin kun pikkuhiljaa koko ajan ollut kasvamaan päin. Että meillähän on nyt sellainen tilanne, että viimeksi ollaan kimpassa soitettu niin oikeasti ihmisten edessä niin vuonna 2009. Nyt on 2012. Eli kyllä tässä niin pikkuhiljaa alkaa olla aika ruveta toimimaan.
So they took a pretty good break between 2009 and 2012. That's a lot of time off. I guess when you do a huge tour like that, man, you just want to, get away from everybody for a while. Let your brain reset before you get back out there and do it again. I mean, it's got to be wearing. Yeah, I mean, it all looks like fun on the surface, but touring has got to be brutal on just the body. It's a lot of hard work, especially for the road crews, setting up, tearing down. The band's got to do a live performance 2-3 hours a night, that kind of stuff. It can be mentally and physically exhausting.
Lauantaina tällä viikolla lähellä alkaa olla startti.
Tämähän on siis salakeikka nimellä Rubber Band of Wolves. Se oli salanimellä ehkä noin 3 minuuttia, kun se julkaistiin. Kaikkea sitä ymmärti, mistä on kyse. Eli treenataan vähän pienemmissä ympyröissä lauantain varsinaista ensimmäistä keikkaa varten. Se, että me ollaan Los Angelesissa ja keikka alkaa Finlandialla, tietää, että tuolla on varmaan 100 suomalaista katsomassa, mukaan lukien ne kaikkein rakkaimmat. Niin me tuossa soundcheckissa jo vähän fiilistelin, että miltä se tulee tuntua, niin kyllä siinä oli jotain mystistä ilmassa.
So how does the secret performance work? Do they just have general rock fans come to a concert and not know what they're getting into? I mean, that's kind of risky. I mean, if they don't know any of your songs, it could be hard to do. Or do they leak that Nightwish is going to be performing so that their fans come, but keep it on the down low kind of thing? I don't know.
Ei pelota.
When I listen to Nightwish albums, you have different emotions. Like, I see different colors, I feel different things. But Imaginarium, first time I listened to that, I just got chills down my spine. So I was very happy with it. My favorite band.
Sillä välin. Pitkä, mielenpainuvia hetkiä täynnä ollut viikko Kaliforniassa oli lähestymässä huipennusta. Katseet kohdistuivat Gibsonin amfiteatteriin.
I love that they went to Universal Studios. Marco looks amazing in this picture.
Tällainen keikka on luultavasti sellainen, että kun se on ohi, niin tuntuu siltä.
Lapsistain rakkainta näyttämään on, ja sit huutama kuillaan tuuki. Taipunut havu kesähoivassa sen, valkomeren minä on joka aave kuusiin saapunut kotiin noutamaan.
That's a pretty cool effect. Is that how they open the show? That's pretty dope.
Talvisemman hetki kuin ikuisuus, nyt pienen kissan jalokseni. Tää tarinaan lähteellä asuassa, jos viulun valtavan kaihon ikisäveltää maalaa.
So Annette was still leading the group at this point, I'm assuming.
Tästä innostuneena kiinnitimme kameran Jukka Nevalaisen päähän ennen Tampereen keikkaa ja pureuduimme hänen työnsä raskauteen. Mitään tieteellistä lopputulosta emme hakeneet, mutta jokainen voi itse päätellä, miltä 90 minuuttia tuntuu tällaisessa kyydissä.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, drummers always make me wonder how the hell they must be in great shape, because they are using their arms and their legs for like 2 to 3 hours straight, depending on the set list, and they just got to bring the energy the whole time.
Siitä sitten vuosien varrella 16 vuotta ja 7 koko pitkä. Niin soundi on mennyt just aina.
16 years, 7 albums. I'm sure they've probably released another one since this documentary was filmed, at least. I'm pretty sure those of you who've been recommending songs to me have gotten every song off all these albums, because my goodness, my Nightwish list is getting huge.
Siihen suuntaan, mitä me ollaan haluttu tiettynä aikakautena tehdä.
I thought I read somewhere that there was some controversy about them going to play in Russia, but you know what? The Russian Nightwish fans have zero to do with the politics of the day and what's going on. There's no reason to punish the Russian fans for stuff that's going on in the political arena for their country. So I'm not mad at all that they went and played for Russia. You know, those Russian fans deserve to see them play, get a little break from their in and out of their daily lives, and you know, don't hold it against Nightwish. It's not their fault.
Moskovan valot olivat kirkkaat ja keikka oli mitä mahtavaa. Olut ja hiki haisi, vaikka keikkapaikka olikin suuri. Tämän tunnelman pystyi haastamaan ainoastaan maan toinen kirkas, paikallinen vodka.
That might be one of the most annoying flutes I've ever heard in my life.
Täällä Uzbekistanin Nalle-laiturilla kauppa käy kuumana keskellä yötä.
Nyt nimittäin lähdetään ostoksille.
2 nalle, 2 nukke.
Pitäisikö käydä joululahjat ostamassa seuraavat 30 vuodeksi? Mistä ikinä arvoa, mitä tänä jouluna saatte.
Had to be difficult for the filmmakers to try and cut this together without showing Annette or having her sound on the documentary.
Illan konsertti todisti, että Ukrainaan kannattaa tulla toistekin. Hurjan huutomyrskyn saattelemana ryhmä palasi hetkeksi kotiin lataamaan akkuja tulevaa koitosta varten.
This actually has me wondering if some of my thumbnails for the Nightwish videos that I've been releasing actually have Annette on the thumbnail. I don't know what she looks like. If she looks anything like Floor, I may have made some mistakes and put some photos of Annette on the thumbnails without realizing it. I know the Imaginarium background was some of the shots that I had on my thumbnails, so let me know which ones I need to get rid of, and going forward, I won't make that mistake again if I did. What is it about the sound of a really good electric guitar that just gets down into your bones? Wow.
Job of the tour manager is to have everything under control and to sort out all the questions and wishes what the band will have on tour. For example, here on the Nightwish tour, we will have our own production with us, which means sound, lights, rigging, video this year, and even the catering. We are talking about almost 55 people, and we have 4 buses, 4 trucks. And when we are talking about 4 trucks, this is that will be the huge one. So each truck can carry 38 tons. And to sort it out everything in advance and check all the details to bring all the different kind of important points from the band and even from the crew together on one point and write it down on one piece of paper. And this is mostly the job of the tour management.
Yeah, I imagine those roadies have to be able to pack those trucks exactly the same every time so that the stuff going in last comes off first at each location. And they've probably got a good system set up to where they know exactly what goes where, and it's like building Legos. You just pack everything in perfectly and minimize the amount of trucks you have to use. Shout out to the hard-working road crews out there. Let me know what the name of this song is. This sounds pretty cool. Kind of a little bluesy, slow riff kind of tune. Let me know what the name of this is.
So I don't need to actually blow into the back, which is useful because it means you can have a little drink while you're playing them. And so that's what they are. They're called the uilleann pipes, and they're much sweeter and much more lyrical and much more Nightwish than the Scottish bagpipes.
I have reacted to one video where he plays those quite a bit. It's the first time I saw him play them. Matter of fact, it's the first time I've ever seen that instrument before. So, if you haven't checked out that reaction yet, go find it out there. Let me see if I can. What's that one called? The Islander, maybe? No. My Walden? I think it might be My Walden. Yeah. All right, back to it.
They're notoriously difficult instrument to play. There are a lot of elements. They've got lots of reeds which are made of cane. So they're a very organic instrument. It's all wood that's moving, and the cane in the reeds is moving all the time. So you have to, you need a lot of patience, and you need to be just slightly insane to play the instrument. They're not easy.
Tälle jengille meet yhden aikaa yöllä Suomessa vetää jotain 15 minuutin akusta välikettä, niin ehkä se ei palvele ketään sitten loppuvaiheessa. Festarikansa haluu meteliä.
these festivals before, I would assume that they have like a shut off around midnight, but they're going on stage at 1 a.m.? That's insane. Those poor people that live around the festival. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if that is Annette in this picture, that I've definitely put her on one of my Nightwish thumbnails, because this picture looks familiar to me. So, my bad. I didn't know.
Meneillään tuo Masters of Rock-festivaali, missä pitäisi tuossa illalla vedellä. Tässä vaan niinku tappaa aikaa pikkuhiljaa päivällä, että mikä... Niin, tappaa aikaa päivällä, kun odottelee sitä, että tulee ilta ja lähtee sitten niinku oikeesti töihin.
Markon ajan tappaminen oli onnekas sattuma serbialaiselle Bojan Simicille, joka tapasi puistossa suurimman idolinsa. Perinteisen valokuvan ja nimikirjoituksen sijaan lupasimme innokkaalle fanille mahdollisuuden olla mukana tässä dokumenttielokuvassa.
How do you prepare for the show?
I just trying to take it easy and relax a bit, and there you go. It's not really that hard.
Illan show pyöräytti Bojan Simicin Nightwish.
I love that guy was wearing a Sabaton shirt. I mean, I've just recently discovered both Nightwish and Sabaton, so a little bit of crossover there. Very cool.
But the American fans have been particularly good.
Is that the flag of Finland? The white background with the blue cross on it? I'm assuming it is. I've seen it at several of their concerts.
But the American fans have been particularly good because of the changeover from a net to floor. That's where the real test was. You know, we didn't get cabbages and fruit thrown at us. I think we've had about 2 or 3 people who wanted their tickets refunded, which is unbelievable. I mean, that's out of thousands of people.
Bussilla matkustaessa se, että herää aamulla 7 aikaa ja maisemat filisee. Niin kuin tänä aamuna tultiin Portlandista San Franciscoon. Se mitä näkyy bussi-ikkunasta oli ihan huikeeta ja aamukahvi tuoksuu nokkaan ja no, tosi hienoja hetkiä sellaista.
What do you think? What are the best things about this kind of a bus?
Well, you can live on them. They're self-contained. You know, from bathrooms to galleys to refrigerators, sleeping quarters, you know, satellite television, plasma screens, you know, DVD players, stereos, has everything.
I got to imagine that bus starts to smell kind of rank after about a few weeks of being on tour with all these guys. Especially, one would assume there'd be a rule where you don't use the bathroom on the bus. We're going to pull over and use the bathroom at rest stops or something. You wouldn't want to stink out the whole bus.
Has everything that your home has.
Kyllä semmoinen tietty ryhmähenki on totta kai, ja varsinkin siinä vaiheessa, kun näytti, että joudutaan perumaan keikkaa sun muuta vastaan, niin on semmoinen tilanne, että ei Juhan kautta, ei taas. Että me ei voida tehdä tätä taas, niin siinä tulee semmoinen tietty yhteishenki, että tämä viedään Juman kautta maaliin tavalla tai toisella.
Got to do it for the fans, man. You can't let those fans down out there talking about canceling tour dates if you only got a few weeks left. There's so many fans out there that are just waiting for their one chance they get to see Nightwish. So, you know, the band has to push through the pain.
Good morning, Glasgow.
Oh, no.
How has the feedback been?
Amazingly good. I mean, yeah, I am new and I am replacing and I am not Annette or Tarja, and yeah, even though I think they are both still being missed, I got a very warm welcome, and online also really almost all reactions are positive. The fans and also people around me are really, have been really responding very positive. And what I've read a lot is that there's a certain vibe that they like about me, and they like my voice, but also the more metal style that I have is appreciated, and really way more positive than I could ever have imagined. Yeah.
Hey, that's what I've experienced as well. The Nightwish Army's been nothing but accepting and polite. And if when I started doing reaction videos, I figured, hey, there's going to be some haters out there that are going to be coming and being mean and rude. But I've not seen any of that. Everybody's been really positive and giving me good feedback. And when I make mistakes, they're not mean about telling me about them. They just give me some constructive criticism, and I'm trying to do better at, making this thing a little more tolerable to watch, that kind of stuff. So I understand that she must have been nervous that the Nightwish Army might not accept her and that they might be mean to her, but all I've seen is nothing but positivity from you guys, so she had no worries. She's amazing. Just amazing.
Lyhyen, mutta menestyksekkään englannin kiertueen jälkeen vuorossa oli Imagineerum-elokuvan ensi-iltakonsertti Helsingissä. Uuden solistin ensiesiintymistä kotiyleisölle odotettiin innolla.
Oh, so this is the real test here. They're going back to Finland, and she's going to perform for those Finnish fans for the first time, and she's probably more nervous about this than anything. I don't know what that song was, but that was a banger right there. Somebody let me know what that song was. I'm going to react to that.
So what did you guys drink then?
Hey?
What did you drink?
What did we drink? Yeah, we had about 15 of those each. Like a pair of twerps. That's what we did.
Never again. No guy bidding for me.
No, never. I've had a good talk to myself though. It's fun.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we've all had those wake up the next morning and I'll never drink again. It seems like that's what they're going through right there.
Nämä on tuntunut olevan aika kuumia keikkoja kyllä kaikkeen. Onko se niin hankala soittaa tuommoisessa saunassa?
Se raja menee jossain tietyssä lämpöasteessa, jota ei ole ikinä mitattu. Että tietty asti kun on kostea ja lämmin paikka, niin soitsa aika hemmetin hauskaa, että siellä pääsee se mukavaa työntekotunnelmaa, kun hiki virtaa ja joutuu pikkasen taistelemaan, pysyy tajussa. Sitten kun se menee sen tietyn asteen yli, niin kuin ehkä nyt oli esimerkiksi Porto Alegressa oli vähän pienempi klubi, niin siellä lämpötila nostaa 50 ja siinä kun viuhdot sitten menemään 1,5 tuntia, niin avot.
That's the first gig I've ever done inside a volcano. Oh, bloody hell.
Täällä Brasiliassa on helvetin kuuma. Se pitää tulla shortseissa, mutta silti on vitun lysti.
Minkälainen normaali päivä on kertoa?
Riippuu vähän. No nyt tää Etelä-Amerikka on mennyt vähän herätys kahvinaamari lentokentälle ja keikkapaikalle. Muutama olut ja taju pois ja sama seuraavana päivänä. Se on aina kiva, jos kerkee hotellilla käydä siinä välissä. Pienet päiväunet ottamassa.
It's got to be hard also being in so many different time zones, trying to keep your sleep straight. It's probably why they get so exhausted all the time. Their circadian clocks are all screwed up. might be crazy here, but unless they've edited this sounds better than when she was at Wacken for the first time I saw Nightwish was the reaction to this song at the Wacken Festival. But man, that right there sounded amazing. And maybe I'm just not remembering the other performance well, but man, beautiful.
Henkilökohtaisten rituaalien jälkeen juuri ennen yleisön eteen astumista on aika laittaa viisaat päät yhteen ja toivoa illalle onnistumista.
Man, they're touring with Sabaton. Oh my God, what a lineup! You get to sit through a Sabaton concert and then chase it down with a Nightwish concert. Holy crap!
Beautiful and free. This is life.
All right, so this kind of makes sense because, I mean, about 15 times a day I get a message in the comments for my videos that, hey, did you know that Floor's married to the drummer from Sabaton? Something's telling me maybe they met on this tour, and that might have been where their relationship developed. So that's starting to make a little sense.
Empire and victory! Yes, indeed!
Vuonna aikana bändi ehti soittaa yli 100 konserttia 34 eri maassa. Suuresta määrästä huolimatta, ihan kaikki eivät vieläkään muistaneet arkirutiineja.
What happened?
I forgot my pipes. I forgot the pipes.
I remember my feelings before I left, the few thoughts and feelings I had time for it. Will it work? Will I feel isolated? You know, I'm Dutch and I'm a woman. I've not been in this group, you know, they're gonna be, you know, their group and then there's me. But that didn't happen. And I can feel one of the guys in a way without losing my thing, you know. It was a bit of actually a dream come true.
Just a quick question as an American. Is it common for most European countries for the people of those countries to learn English? I noticed that most of the people in this documentary are bilingual and they speak their native tongue and then they also speak English. Is that common? Or is that just unique to these particular performers because they have to go around the world so much? Do most common folks in these countries also, are they bilingual as well? And is English the normal second language? I don't know.
Jos hetken mietit, niin mitkä olisi sellaiset 3 asiaa, mitkä jää päällimmäisenä mieleen tästä kierrosta?
Missä vain ollaan?
Puta suihin!
Minä alan rökkitekinä, tuketitäkkimää. Kalan. Kalakku rökkitekinä.
That's the other thing. If she is Dutch and they're Finnish, and they're in just behind the scenes here talking to each other, is it common for most European countries to understand each other's languages? I mean, would she have a hard time understanding Finnish, or is she bilingual or trilingual? Does she also speak Finnish as well to be able to understand their conversations?
Rakas agenttimme John Finberg, olet elänyt valheessa vuoden 2012 lokakuusta lähtien. Muistat varmaan tussaustapauksen San Franciscon keikan jälkeen. Siitä lähtien olet elänyt uskossa, että keikan jälkeen sammuit kadulle ja naaman tussasi 3 kadunmiestä. Me pahoittelemme tapausta. Tässä on totuus. Rakastamme sinua silti.
Saada nauhalle. Enveloppikassa.
Cock and balls, cock and balls. Cock and balls. How did you get that? How did you wake up?
Yeah, party rule number 1, don't pass out first. You're gonna not like when you wake up. All right. Oh man, that was a long one. Oh, let me stretch out a little bit. All right, so let me give a quick synopsis of my opinion of this documentary. I got 2 conflicting opinions in my mind about the length of this documentary. One, I think it really could have been edited down to 1 hour. I think it seemed to drag on a little bit in the middle. They could have cut some of this out and cleaned it up a little bit, made the pacing run a little quicker, and it might have been a little better. But at the same time, the length of it being as long as it is kind of gives the viewer that feel of what a grind it was for the band to go through that long, arduous tour. So by the time you get to the end of the documentary, you're almost feeling like how the band was feeling at the end of that long tour. You know what I mean? So anyway, I think personally I would have liked to have seen it cut down a little bit, cleaned it up a little bit, but it was fun. It was great. And I think it was cool to see the whole story unfold on how the transition went between Annette and Floor, and how well the band transitioned into having a new singer. It must have been really tough. It was really cool also that the part where they had the other touring band with them fill in for that one show. That was pretty cool to see that. And so hey, to those of you who requested that I check this out, thank you very much. I'm going to release 2 versions of this. It'll be a chopped up version that's probably, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes with just my commentary and stuff throughout the video. And then I'll release the full-length version of it with all the dirt and grit on Patreon. It'll be free for anybody who wants to watch the whole thing along with me. You can go over to Patreon, but you're going to see me drinking and eating and answering phone calls and all that nonsense. So if that's what you're into, hey, check out over on Patreon. It's over there, and I'm not going to make you pay for it. It's just it's a long grind. Well, so let's wrap it up.